This is kind of basically just for my friend if they still need help, but also for myself because the last time I worked on my website, which was admittedly a while ago, it was on my laptop, but I finally got my PC, and so I have all of my files here, but they are not connected to Git or GitHub. And we will be following Petropixel's coding tutorial. You can find it on her website in Neocities and Coding and Web Mastery. You go down to Advanced Tutorials, Git tutorial. So we're just gonna go through this explanation tutorial, and pretty much I'll guide you. Yo, you're gonna see me pop in here and there just to fill in some blanks because this video was kind of chaotic and all over the place. Also, I just wanted to give like a little disclaimer. I don't know, just make sure we're on the same page. I'm assuming you probably know basic computer stuff. I mean, if you're trying to make a website, then you're probably really good at searching things up in the web. Make sure that you know how to unzip files and how to show hidden files in your file explorer and how to open the terminal in your operating system, as well as already having a code editor installed. These things are very easily searchable, but I just wanted to set some ground rules. But once you figure out how to open the terminal in your computer, in case you've never opened the terminal in your life, you cannot use your mouse to click. It's very keyboard focused. Most things in computers are very GUI focused, so you can use your mouse to click and open things and drag things. But in the terminal, you can't do that. So you just use the arrow keys left and right. You messed up spelling a word, you go back with the arrow key. If you want to go to the very beginning of the whole row, whatever, press home. If you want to go to the very end, you can press end on the keyboard. Also, if you want to paste into the terminal, you have to do Control-Shift-V or Command-Shift-V. And if you want to access a previous command, you can press up on the arrow key and it will show you the previous command. And you can press enter and then you can edit it or redo it. Also, I was running on 2 hours of sleep that day, so please forgive my excessive confusion in this video. So, main reasons why you want to do this: you'll be able to see the change history of your files. If you break something, you can easily restore the files. So basically, you're going to be uploading your own history log of like what changes you've been doing. You're gonna be uploading it yourself, so you will have a whole catalog of every version that there ever existed of your website, which is of course very useful in case you fuck up and you mess up so bad that you don't even know how you got there and you just need a reset from a previous version. You have it in your Git or GitHub. I still don't know the difference. You will have an online version of your project you can share with others, but most importantly, it's a neat backup so your project can't be lost. It's kind of like uploading your stuff to the cloud, you know, it's in the web. In case anything happens to your hard drive, your computer, it'll still be in the internet. Thirdly of all, what I really care about is if you connect your repository to the host of your website, like Neocities, NecaWeb, or you're hosting your own domain and your own website, or on Git pages, all changes will automatically be uploaded there as well, which I think is kind of like the coolest part of all of this. And if you need a visual, you can look at Petropixel's repository, and this is kind of what it looks like. Sort of intimidating, but not really. Like really, it's just the CSS, and then it has like, you can look at the code, and this is all the code, you know, and yeah, everything is here and you can organize it however you'd like. Okay, so Git versus GitHub, here we go. I need to learn this difference. Git is the core technology which you can create Git repositories, so all of your histories and backups. GitHub.com is the web interface for Git repositories. Okay, so basically Git is the actual tool that you will be using on a day-to-day basis, and I guess GitHub is just where everything is shown and is hosted. And repositories are just like projects that you're working on. So what we'll do, we'll be connecting our local files, aka the files on your PC, with GitHub repository, aka the files uploaded to GitHub. Then with just one command or click, you will be able to upload your local changes to the online repository. Other people can look at and download your repository if you have set it to public. You will also be able to view and change the history of the file. Okay. Also, other people can work on your repository, although all changes need to be approved by you, obviously. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, the process. You will make changes in your project as usual. Once you've made a few changes, you will choose stage, the change files that belong together. For example, a new feature, an edited page, any type of change. We will then commit these chosen staged files and give all the changes a name. Example, updated about me page. So they just have like all these weird words. Okay. They have all these terms for basically making a change and then uploading it to GitHub. I'm getting from this. Okay, actually this confuses me. I'm not really sure. Okay, requirements. Install Git. You need to have a Git installed on your device. Go here to download Git. If you're using Windows, you can download it here. I actually don't even know if I have it installed. So if you're using Windows, Mac, it'll probably be easier. You just download it and unzip it, I'm guessing, is usually what you have to do. But I'm on Linux and everything is harder on Linux. Should I be scared? Should I look this up? Okay. So apparently it might already come with it. Yeah. Git version 2.430. Oh. It's a little behind. So fuck it, I guess. Let's see what this is. And apologies if my voice is sounding a little bit like scratchy. I'm not sure. I might be going through something physiologically. Wait, that sounds weird. I may be sick. Okay, while that is doing its thing, create a GitHub account. Oh, if you don't already have one. If you're using VS Code, I highly recommend logging into GitHub account. Go here. Okay, wait. GitHub. How to log in to GitHub VS Code. Go away. Is there a way? Oh, you can copy the whole thing? That's kind of insane. Bruh. Yes, of course, you can sign in with GitHub in VS Code. Make sure the Git extension is enabled. I knew it. Okay. Or extensions. Okay. GitHub. Oh, which one? This one has 3 million downloads. So it's probably this one. GitHub pull and request. Pull requests. Review and manage your GitHub pull requests directly in VS Code. Extensions allow you to blah blah blah. This is probably it. Okay. Do you trust? Well, oh, should I open a project? You have not yet opened a folder. I guess sign in. The extension wants to sign in. Allow. Wait, what the fuck? Oh, to finish, navigate to GitHub and paste in the above one-time code. Wait, don't accept? Wait, what the fuck? Do you want VS Code? Ooh, I'm scared. Open. Sign in. Wait, I'm so confused. To my freaking Gmail? Huh? Wait, guys, I'm confused now. You have not yet finished authorizing the extension to use GitHub. Would you like to try a different way? Personal access token. Oh, sorry, guys. I literally forgot what I was doing for a second. I'm not gonna lie. Continue. Oh shit. I do not have it copied anymore. No! Oh! I'm a genius. CD69 1D67. Continue. Existing access. Full control. UK. Awesome. Wait, I'm confused now. Bro. My one-time code. For one time. Yes.
Yes.
Burn. Oh. Okay. Well, I guess that's that. Create an account if you don't have one. If you're using VS Code, okay, done. How to use commands. You need to be able to use command line comments. Command line comments. CLC is kind of like the terminal where it's like just text and it's like clear is a command. Boom. It followed it. So applications have that in here as well somewhere. If you're using VS Code, simply right-click the file tree on the left side of the program and choose Open it in Integrated Terminal. This will open the terminal on the bottom of the program. Got you, bro. Awesome. Oh yeah, wait, I never I never ended up doing that. Oh shoot. Dude, I love this so much. 2. Bro, that didn't do anything. Okay. Whatever. 2.430. 2.4. Oh, perfect. Okay. Anyways, I guess you might need to know this. So, okay, really basic terminal crash course. Okay, so right now I'm in my home. This little what is this called? Squiggly line is my home file browser. Is home. They're the same. They're one and the same. Okay, and then if I want to go into any of these folders in the terminal, I have to put cd, which means change directory. Say I want to go into my downloads, then I just put downloads and then enter, and then boom. Now, if I do this, I'm in my downloads folder. See, it's like Anki, Blender, and then over here is Anki, and then Blender. Like, it's the same thing, it's just in the terminal, looks kind of whack. Very minimal, just words. And then this beautiful graphic interface, very easy to understand, you know. But yeah, I don't know if that made any sense. Okay, creating a new project. Go to GitHub and create an empty repository. You should call this my website, for example, neocities.org or something like that. Do not include a .readme file. No clue why, but okay. Sign in. I actually already made mine. Because of how I was working on my laptop. Should I honestly delete all of this? Doesn't really matter. I'm gonna just start over. Oh, it's gonna be kind of sad though. No, but it doesn't really matter. I literally didn't do shit. How do you delete a repository even? Yeah, because following this tutorial while I've already made it on my laptop, but I'm trying to do it on my computer, is kind of confusing. So thankfully I haven't really done much, so I'm sure it'll be fine. Delete this. I guess I'll start a new one. Personal-web. Made my repository. Got this link ready. Get in it. Enter. Perfect. Next. Git remote add origin. Paste. Go here. Copy this. Paste. Enter. Perfect. Okay. Git add period. Enter. Perfect. Git commit -m first commit. Paste. Your login, by the way, can be anything. It doesn't have to be related to the GitHub account, email or password or username that you have. It can be any username and any email. I kind of don't want to type all this out. Copy, Control-Shift-V. Then I have to get my email. Email. Paste. Perfect. Over user name. Then we're gonna do Rowan. Guess we'll see. Just git config username. Perfect. Rowan and git config user email. My email. Okay, perfect. Git branch main. Oh wait, shoot. I have to do the commit one again. It worked! These are all of the files that I have in my folder, in this Neocities folder. These are all my pictures, my blinkies, my everything. Let's fucking go. Next is the main, I believe. That is, yes, what should be next? Main. Awesome. Git push, whatever. Allow. Perfect. And then we do this one upstream. So we just did the branch git push upstream of your main, and then I did the stuff done to my GitHub new branch main. Okay, and now I'm gonna do the pull because I just did the push. Perfect. Already up to date. Wow. What we did, we started the repository, connected the local folder, so this folder that I have open, with my GitHub repository, and then stages all your files, which is what we saw, I believe, and then commit the stage files, which I guess push them all into GitHub. Main renames the main branch. Sometimes necessary, okay. Upstream pushes uploads. Oh, this is okay. I don't know what I'm talking about, but I kind of understand what happened though, right? Okay. So I actually had a bit of trouble making my first commit and actually linking my stuff because of that previous repo that I had deleted, the previous one that I had made months ago. Even though I deleted it on GitHub, the files were still in my computer, so it kind of messed everything up. And here is me fixing that in case anybody else needs to delete a repository off of their computer. Maybe you needed to restart, you messed up, I don't know. This is hopefully helpful. Delete those, and hopefully this works. If not, I'm fucked. Warning, adding embedded Git repository, Neocities. You've added another Git repository inside of your current repository. Error, the following file has staged content different from both the file and the head. Neocities. Oh my god. Oh, broken, want to restart? If you want your project folder not to be a Git repository anymore, you have to delete the hidden .git folder in your project. Okay, I think this is what I didn't do. God damn it. I think I have to start over. Genuinely think I have to start over. What the fuck? Oh. This is a .git. Yeah, sure. .git is gone. Alright. Round 2, but technically 3. Let's do this again. Git init. Boom. Reinitialized existing Git repository in blah blah blah. I don't like the sound of that. Oh, but what if I'm scared? Wait, no, it should be fine. It should be fine. Okay. Git init. Okay. Well, where the hell? Okay, hold up. Rowan, I think documents. Then we got public. And oh, this. What did I delete earlier? Wait. Oh gosh. Okay. Perfect. Okay. Okay. Get in it. Go. Is commonly chosen master blah 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 blah. Okay, perfect. Git remote add origin. Paste that. Copy this. Paste. Looks fine. There's no extra space. Okay. Enter. Perfect. Now. Oh my god, it's the same thing right here. That's kind of cool. Okay. Wait, what is this? Did I skip this? Oh, I guess I skipped a step. What the hell? Oh gosh. Okay, it says you've added another Git repository. Bro! Possibly. Oh! What the heck? Bro. Bro, I swear to God. Did I try this? I'm scared. Okay. Oh, I forgot I did this. Okay, this is what we're gonna do because for some fucking reason I can't do this. Cannot remove. No, oh, I didn't mean to do that. That's fine. That makes no sense. Okay. Bro. Bruh. Wait, cannot move file to trash. Show more details. Unable to trash. Why? Documents. Public. Git. Are you sure? Yes, and it's gonna tell me I cannot. Delete anyways? Fuck it, bro. Just delete it anyways. Who gives a fuck? Delete. Delete. There should be no hidden gifs. Gits. So edit your code as you usually would. Once you want to save your changes, it's time to add all change files that you want to save to the so-called staging area by staging them. You can think of this step as choosing which files to save together as a feature, like an update. To stage every changed file, you simply do git add. Wait, it's that easy? Or when using VS Code UI, so if you don't want to do it on the terminal, simply press the small plus next to any changed files to stage it. Okay, show me how to unstage files. I don't really care about this, just the UI, press the minus. Okay, important tip. To show the status of all files, use git status. Okay, one file can be both staged and unstaged. If you made changes in it after staging other changes. Committing changes. Every staged file can then be committed. You can think of this as saving all the changes that belong together. Okay, like a new page, a bug fix, or a feature. When using commands, execute this one. M stands for message. Okay, which is the title you give your commit. Got you. But in the UI, it looks prettier and nicer and easier, and you just press commit. Some good examples of commit messages: bug fix, fix order of gallery items, create gallery element. Some bad examples: I changed the color of the title. To narrative. Update. To indescriptive. Be direct with the least amount of words as possible, I suppose. Amending changes. If you want to add more changes to your most recent commit, instead of creating yet another commit, you can amend your changes, which is pretty cool. So click on the little arrow, amend, and then you can edit it, I suppose. Undoing commits. If you committed something you didn't mean to, you can undo it. There are two ways to undo it. The changes stay visible in the edit history of the file. Okay, reset. It's as if the commit had never happened. Not recommended. Okay, so I don't really know, but it just looks like you should do revert. How to revert? Git revert. No edit. Commit hash. This will create a new commit that undoes the changes in your previous commit. Okay? You can find the commit hash. Okay, so this needs to be replaced with a string of numbers, I suppose. By showing a list of the previous commits with git log online. The hash could look like this or this. How to copy that depends on which terminal you're using. Perhaps Control C, right clicking it, whatever. Wait, so we learned how to commit a change, bug fix, whatever, and we learned how to amend them or undo them. Got it. Okay. Now that you have created your commit or commits, we can push, which means upload them into the repository. Got it? Simply execute git push. Pretty simple. Or when using the UI, simply press sync changes. Okay. Now, if you refresh your GitHub page, you should see the changes. If you click the commits button, you will see a list of all the previous commit changes. Cool. Okay. Now let's try this out, shall we? First, I want to see what it looks like right now. It should look different. Beautiful. Okay, so it has my Neocities folder, which has all of my assets, I suppose, and then just the index.html, which is necessary for any website. Perfect. I'll make a CSS file. So in here, I'll make a new file, stylesheet.css. I could clear this up already. Okay, so in the Explorer, we can edit our stuff, whatever. Then we go to source control. Here is our repository 14 minutes ago, and these are all the files that was added. Okay, so I want this file to be added to here. How do we do this? Stage the change. Boom. It is now waiting to be committed, and then we can just commit. Oh shoot, I forgot. Okay, I'm gonna call it style sheet. New file, style sheet, and then made style sheet. Sounds good. I sent it, but there's technically not synced up or something. Wait, I already forgot. I made the document, which is a change in my workflow. I committed it because I am done editing it, or I want this version of the file to be recorded. Okay, now I will push it. Okay, makes complete sense. Okay, go to my GitHub, reload, boom, style sheet, and the name or the comment is made style sheet. Beautiful. Okay, this is amazing. Now, for the most important part, I would say. With the help of Git action, you can connect your repository to your Neocities website. This way, all changes to your GitHub repository will be automatically uploaded to Neocities the moment you push them. It only updates the files that were actually changed. Don't worry about your Neocities feed. Okay, create the following file in the root of your project, not in the public folder. What does that mean? In case you didn't know, your index.html has to be not in a folder. Yeah, it can only be one folder in. If it's more folders in, it will not work. And I just have the style sheet out next to it because it's like they kind of go hand in hand. Anyways, I have to make a new folder called .github. Right, because these slashes indicates that it's going into a folder. So in here I shall create a new folder called workflows. All right, and in here I shall create a file or a document called Neocities.yml. Make sure you spell it correctly. Don't forget the period at the start of the first folder name. Yes, it is a hidden folder. Insert the code shown here into your file. So just copy this and then, wait, did I already open it? Okay. Paste. And it should be all of that. And make sure to Control S to save it. If your branch is called main instead of master, make sure to change that on line 7. It is called main instead of master. Go back to the document. Line 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Main. Oh, it already says main. Main instead of master. Make sure to change that on line 7. But it already says main, so we're good. Comment out. Oh my god, I need to stop closing this. Comment out, which means add a hashtag, or delete lines 20 to 31. You don't need them, okay? So I'm looking at this down here, which tells me the line. So 20, which is already commented out, to 31. Delete. Control S. If you want to, you can set cleanup to true. This means that files that are still in your Neocities but not in your project anymore are deleted from Neocities. I recommend this, otherwise you will eventually run out of space in your Neocities account. I think this means like keeps them updated. Like if you delete something from your computer, it also deletes from Neocities. I'm not entirely sure, but she recommends it and I trust her word. Cleanup right here on line 27 after deleting the other ones. Set to true. Save. Okay. Get your API key from your Neocities account. It can be found in your site settings on Neocities under API. Okay. Settings. Custom domain rename tipping API. Copy. Open your repository on GitHub. Go to its settings, then secrets and variables, actions. Add a secret with the name Neocities API token. Oh, this is so many steps. Okay, let me just do this. Which settings? Oh, settings over here. Secrets and variables. Here, actions. So add a secret name with Neocities API token. Okay, Neocities API token, and set your API key, which is over here. Copy and paste. Add secret. Hey, it's me again. I'll be taking over for a little bit because I had actually given up all hope in the fact that I was going to be able to solve this. So I was just like doing whatever. So basically, yeah, I failed to follow with PetraPixel's tutorial on linking the Neocities to the GitHub. So I went on the internet to see if other people had made any tutorials, and luckily there was like 2 or 3. So yeah, I'm gonna just be explaining what I was doing in this process. Okay, so basically what I'm reading here is saying that that YML or the YAML folder that we had made, if it was working in GitHub, it should show like a little check mark or something in the actions tab. And mine didn't, so definitely wasn't working. What was wrong was basically just my file tree, like the way all my files were set up. So either just copy like the image that I was copying, or you could just follow along with me, I suppose. So I made a new folder. I named it sites here, but I'm gonna end up changing the name of it. Then I put my public folder, which basically just has everything of my website, like all my website things are in that folder. I moved that folder into my sites folder. Next, hopefully it's not too confusing because my file explorer has two panes, but the left side is the sites folder open and inside is the public folder. On the right side is the public folder open. So like I said, my website stuff. So pretty much I went into the public folder and took out the .git and .github folders and put them in the sites folder next to the public folder. Next, I renamed my Neocities folder to assets because that's pretty much what it was, so it was less confusing. Now here I'm renaming the sites, so the main folder that everything is inside, to my GitHub repository name. Not sure if that actually is helpful, matters at all, but I'm sort of superstitious and I'm not gonna change it to anything else because it worked. Next, when I opened VS Codium, I had to open up the folder again because pretty much I moved everything around, so the folder that was open didn't really exist anymore. So I had to open my website folder again. It may ask you if you trust the files in the folder, just say yeah, and boom, this is what it should look like. Personal web, which is the name of my main folder, with .github, which contains the YAML file, and then the public folder, which contains all of my website assets. And here I was very confused as to what all this stuff was, but it was just showing how I had moved all of my files to different folders or like renamed the folders. I don't know. I just staged the changes and committed them and pushed them. And if you check your GitHub actions, if it's working, it should have that little check mark or whatever. And if you check your Neocities, it should be updated and have the exact same files as your GitHub or your computer. I forgot to mention this because I didn't have anything like in my Neocities, like everything that was in my Neocities account, file explorer, whatever, was already in my computer, so I didn't really have to worry about things getting deleted. But if you have things in your Neocities that are not in your file explorer, like in your computer, like locally, you should definitely download the site, and that way you won't lose any of your stuff. But yeah, now onto my reaction when I actually did it. Okay, genuinely can't believe that worked. Like genuinely, oh my gosh. And it's like people who actually know how to do computer stuff are probably raising their fists at me and shaking their heads and just disappointed in me. But you know what? It's fine because I figured it out and I am very happy. Yes, so I hope this was like useful, I guess. I was pretty much just struggling by myself. I'm pretty sure you could probably read through these and just like maybe struggle less than me, but hopefully this was useful. So yeah, bye.